Man, okay. Okay. I'm now recording. Wait, Sunfetchy says, good luck. Wait, Sunfetchy says, good luck, everybody.
Oh, to me too?
Yeah, to you too, because I'm going to be reading those out loud to you as well.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Read.
I'm sorry. Man, the chapter title is Duty. Ah! So, yes, it's the same exact chapter name as 58. We're going in. Yes. Summary: a soliloquy is the greatest punishment for a liar draping in fool's gold. What a splendid dramaturgy. Listen to the dramaturgy.
Hold on, I'm dumb. I need to go look up a word.
Okay, go ahead, Google. Ah, yes. The playlist.
Right,
Sweet. What's the definition?
The art and technique of dramatic composition and theatrical theater representation.
Got it.
I can't pronounce that word ever in my life. Okay, anyways.
Let me be your truth. Oh yeah, that's right. This chapter's gonna start with truthless, not being able. No. This is in his point of view, and right now he is thinking very. He can't sleep.
It's gonna start cute, and then it's gonna go.
It's gonna start
fast.
very cute. He can't sleep because he's thinking about the fountain, basically. Oh. That's what I've heard. But that's what she's told me. But okay, we're going in. Truthless recluse turned to his side, pressing his hands to his chest. His face was met by white. The moon had spilled through the window, bathing him in a thin layer of white glow. She wished to see what the recluse thought of next, making no effort to hide herself, swallowing the sky whole, and leaving not a trace of a star in endless dark. If one thought about it, perhaps the stars were elsewhere, in busy realities, clinging to fragile minds. The ebony canvas was hers alone. Content, curious, what didn't she feel? If she could feel at all, she would not come to an answer. The pressure of his hands lessened. He pulled away, his pinky meeting the tips of a strand of hair. Truthless was certainly feeling many things at the moment. Was thinking.
My typing style is gonna change because I'm listening to someone talk at the same time.
Oh no, good.
No, I'm typing. My word choice is gonna shift just slightly because of this. And I realized this.
Okay.
I didn't think this chapter is gonna be exciting.
Okay, sweet. No, you're fine. Whoa. Yes, certainly feeling many things at the moment, was thinking in equal amounts, even if the thoughts had taken a while to resurface. So he could not sleep, an expected outcome by then, laughable even. He didn't feel like laughing. What he did feel, however, was something not easily put into words. There were words. He could have asked the fountains of knowledge, yet in his eyes, however blind they were, there were simply far too many descriptors to describe such a feeling. The hair wrapped around his finger. What became of feeling? Of a title, when too many things intertwined into one mixture of something? Was there a name for that? Doubt, fear, guilt. When did everything start to go wrong? What had he been doing with his life all this time? All of this time. I'm sorry, I can't read. As a child, a shepherd, and later, king. What was he doing now? Savoring the lie, he had named it. And it was true, wasn't it? Every moment of peace, lingering weight of touch, and drum of words not spoken, all that had become a cornucopia of warmth that had made his lips pull a little more upwards, and turned the endless sea of hesitation and uncertainty into something more like a lake, at times shrinking to a river. A river, huh? Anyways, his eyebrows creased. The metaphor was rather ungainly. Not exactly the right words. Founts would have been able to come up with something more proper. He would have probably teased him for it. He scoffed. These two can't stop thinking about how the other's gonna react to their situations.
See, I don't do that with one specific person. I do that with a slew of people. I'm like, I need someone to react a specific way, but I have no one in my friend group who would react a specific way. Constantly.
Man, these two are obsessed with each other. I love it. But they won't kiss.
No, why would they? That's too easy.
Like, I
feel it in my soul. Let's get slow burn romanticist here.
Yes. Big fan of that. Hope. Want. By being there, by allowing himself to feel and, well, savor it, was he returning to his old ways? Was he making a mistake? The old him, his old ways, what role did they play in all this? And why? Why had he been so compelled to drive forward in that path? When had he become so distanced from himself? Who was he now? Who would he become? I feel like it could be a parallel.
I can feel it already. I can already feel the soul hurt, and I haven't even
read it. Yeah. Anyways, I feel like this could be a great parallel to Shadowmilk now saying how he something along the lines of I am sorry. I was and I am, therefore will be.
I have 16 words in this chapter.
Yay.
Only like 400 to go.
Woo! Okay. The old him. His old ways. What role did they play? Whoa, my brains. What role did they play in all of this? Why? Why had he become so compelled to drive forward in that path? When had he become so distant from himself? Who was he now? Who would he become? He had done so much wrong, and he would continue to do so, hadn't he been incapable his whole life of truly protecting those he loved? His healing, his attempts to seek the truth. All of it was lies coded in a concept he had cherished so dearly. White's lies, lies of omission, the merciful lies. Everything seemed, one way or another, to return to deceit. Everything goes back to Shadow Milk Cookie.
How old are you?
I love how your little comments of your story gonna pop up here with no context.
I'm reading my doing the chapter stuff, and so I'm like only getting pieces of your words, and it's more like I'm getting the phrasing of it instead of like actually what you're saying.
I get
So
that.
it's accidentally being put into the chapter, and I keep trying to like say her age, and I'm like, I don't think I gave her an age in this chapter. She's child, and that's all I know.
He had become a cookie of deceit. Yet, what did that truly entail? Was he ever truly one? A creeping feeling formed at the bottom of his chest, a sense that his current thoughts were somehow displaced. Huh.
I
Wait,
panic
hold on.
immediately every time is the
Sorry,
funniest part about
My
this.
brain. I'm thinking. His thoughts were displaced immediately. Tampering with the thoughts, but I think Toothless would notice.
Oh, I don't like
A bit
that.
more?
Okay.
I don't know. Hold on. All I know is Black Sapphire Cookie is headed in his direction. I don't think it's Black Sapphire though. I've been stating this. Yes.
Oh yes, no, I promise.
Yes.
I remember this.
Yeah, I told you about that.
Oh yeah,
Nah.
I promise, I know.
Okay. Was he ever being a proper one? Even that remained uncertain. The truth. What was it? Even in his doubt, he found himself always returning to it, to study it, to understand it. And now he was allowing himself to be cradled by it, by him.
I don't like the way you
No.
said that. That wasn't comfy.
I'm sorry. It was
Thank you.
italicized.
Don't say that like that.
No, it was
I
italicized.
know there's like inflection and all this. I don't like
No,
that
also,
one.
I was
It
also in thinking. My brain is moving. Most of the time, I don't pay attention to how I say some things.
sounded really wrong. Don't say it like that. Especially with the sentence before. That did not sound right.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Anyways, keep reading your book.
Okay. I lost my spot for a second.
Crap, okay.
He did nothing to pull away. In truth, he had willingly made efforts for it. From an urging pull to have him closer, the press of his lips against the other's.
I hate the fact that I'm not getting all of this, so all I heard was press his lips against the others, and then I thought I heard tongue, and I went,
No! The cookies!
I know, but I don't know what type that this one is, if they made him more humanoid or not.
They have dough! They are a bit more humanoid. You know, it's like dough, but like, I don't know how to explain
I've
it.
not read this book!
I know, but I've been trying to tell you. You understand it mostly? It's like most sort of. Jinx. Anyways. He wants to kiss him. Was he being a hypocrite by allowing him into his space? Or is that also a form of savoring the lie? He grumbled, turning from the window back into the room. His gaze landed on the silhouette of the Fount Plash. The Fount was right, to an extent. In a world so uncertain and unstable, the role of the Fount had played in his life was akin to a truth. It was the only constant, the only thing he knew would be there, so long as he remained whole. And Truthus knew very well that wholeness would not last. The matter of the Fount was complex. He could see how every day he lost himself a bit more. The Fount was coming apart. There was no denying that fact. Truthus is the only one keeping him sort of together, and it's driving me crazy. His eyes closed. He found himself asking what he could do about it, which was both surprising and not. Was this finally a chance for him to prove he could be of real help? He tapped a finger over his lip. He made a grand proclamation to himself that he wanted the Fount to remain. He had done absolutely nothing about it, hadn't he? The Fount had forgotten about memories. They both lived. The castle of Nodge became the spire. The great hall was gone. Cherry bud. Oh man, I'm so glad that we're gonna be having her alive. And someone have told you about the little bit of project. I have not said much. Don't worry. I've not really spoiled anything.
You act like I'm probably gonna read this. I've heard
No.
of this, and I go, I'm probably not gonna read this.
Too angsty.
Very much too angsty. Woo!
I promise there will be comfort, hopefully. No, there's got to be comfort.
She's lost. I zoned out for half a paragraph, and I blinked back into existence, and now she's lost in a city she's never been in before.
Someone help her.
She ran away technically. She got
Okay,
herself
okay.
lost. Anyways,
The Fount state of being. Everything was coming apart, though he knew that the day would eventually come. To think that it actually arrived, or was arriving, left a lot to be undesired. He, of all cookies, thinking about desire. He exhaled. He was supposed to just accept it, supposed to watch it all unfold, as the hermit he was. Pure Vanilla was slumbering. Truthus Recluse was awake. How many times had he told himself that? You're snoring. Sorry.
how I couldn't tell if you were reading that, which
I know,
is very funny,
no.
or if you were saying that out loud,
No.
but still just as funny.
No, it was in there. It was written. In a way, he felt like they were approaching something. I think it's something terrible personally, but they were approaching something. Even he had become uncertain of his own memories. How much of what he had remembered was truly his? When he saw his head back in the bath, he became aware of something.
When was he in the bath?
No, remember the breakfast in bath?
Oh,
The cup of milk that was.
I'm only
I'm
halfway
sorry.
into the book.
No, you're good.
I know this bit. I know this bit. I could have sworn he was trying to fall asleep. What do you mean?
No, I'm sorry. He is delving deep into his thoughts right
Okay,
now.
so he's
He's
in
in
bed.
bed. He is in bed. It's night. The moon is shining upon him.
With the way you had said it, or with the way my brain had processed it, well, I'm still typing out other things. It made it sound like he, in the present, tilted his head back into the bath. I went, wait. I could have sworn he was in bed.
No, I promise he was in bed. He never moved out of bed.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, he became aware of something. He was missing something. A memory. A thought. He couldn't remember what it was, yet the feeling gnawed at him. The one holding the strings did not want him to remember, just as he had forgotten his last memory of Shadowmilk during the game of charades. He had touched Shadowmilk's soul jam, and somehow arrived where he was. If he wasn't missing any more memories, where was he? Truly. Ah! He had lived through months. Sorry, I was just thinking. My brain is moving. Because the last one was me.
Those was so randomly. I'm like, what?
Sorry, I make those noises because my brain is trying to put pieces together, and it's suffering.
It's like two gears. They're not quite aligned yet. Like you're trying to put
Yeah.
them you're trying to put them like this, but they're like this, so it just keeps hitting instead of grinding against each other.
Uh-huh.
That's actually I think
I'm
what happens
trying-
when you're trying to start vehicles, and it's not good.
Okay.
Oh jeez, I gave her a panic attack. Oh crap! I'm sorry.
Where'd that come from?
Ah, she's lost.
Oh, yeah.
She's lost, and no one's around. So
Someone help her.
I'm just like typing. Oh no.
Okay.
Oops.
Going back in. He had lived through months in a place that should have, by all means, been impossible. And finally, as a certain someone would have said so, the show approached its end. The curtain must fall. The path to Shadowmilk was inevitable. He rolled onto his back again. He didn't understand why, fully. There were plenty of things that the Fount of Knowledge had kept from him that could have contributed to where he was now. Perhaps he would have never come to know about them. That was fine. The Fount's comments about the village's destruction surfaced. Questions and accusations. Toothless knew that dealing with Cookies was not easy. When he was king, the Vanilla Castle's chamber of audiences had become his second bedroom. The Vanilla Kingdom. I wish we got more information of that. They're just not little details and facts hidden away in concept books. Yeah.
I mean, this is my book. You just get bits and pieces, and you get to be confused all of the time. I know all of the lore, but they don't get to, and I don't feel like telling them unless they ask me for it. Oh, I forgot about the slang. I need to go check my things. Hold on.
The Vanilla Castle's chamber of audiences had become his second bedroom. Day and often until the night, the Cookies of the Vanilla Kingdom would come in search of his help, times seeking justice, other times questions. It was, though at the time he would not have admitted it, exhausting. Even if now he questioned why he had gone to such lengths. What had he been doing with his time? He had both enjoyed it and felt drained by it. Occasionally, Cookies would demand of him things he had no way to give them. Pure vanilla Cookie, my grandfather has crumbled. Please bring him back from the dead.
Should I leave this on a cliffhanger, which is still lost?
Leave it on the cliffhanger.
And then they're going to go back to it for many more chapters, because this is like not a flashback, but this is like a storytelling thing. Do it. Oh, they're going to hate me now. Okay.
Okay, my king, my healing magic cannot save my father from illness. Help us. Pure vanilla Cookie, you must execute that cookie for stealing my jellies?
What?
That's a... Whoa.
I love that I just snap into existence occasionally. It's great.
That's great. Whoa! Day after day, anything to help his own citizens. And the Fount of Knowledge was going through something similar. They truly were two halves of one whole, weren't they? Burned by duty. Duty. That's the name of the chapter. Duty.
Roll the credits.
No, what? What? No! Not yet! No!
Just quoting your
Okay,
boyfriend,
I'm so-
please.
Hey! Both of them, destined to end in deceit, if the stories were to be believed. Regardless, he believed he was approaching the answer. Whether that would clear his doubt or not, he was unsure. Still, the present was what it was, and the Fount, the one who had so passionately asked for him to be his friend. Some friends they are. They are not really. They're more than friends right now. They're more than friends.
I thought we were talking with the tone in which you were describing it. I'm like, oh, they're enemies, and they're like, they're more than friends. Oh, never mind, they're lovers. No,
It's complicated.
I know what you're talking about. I was just confused for a minute. 'cause
No,
I
you're
went in
good.
that direction.
My tone was insinuating the.
Dread.
I am in dread. They haven't kissed yet.
That's valid. Obviously.
Destined to end in deceit. Wow. Okay.
I love my insults that I made for this book specifically. Oh,
Yeah.
some of them don't exist yet in the chapter in which I'm writing because they become a thing after Arjane becomes a vampire. So I can't use some of them, but I want to use those ones because those are the better ones.
Ah! If the story is
Oh, crap.
Whoa.
Forgot about that one.
destined to end in deceit, if the stories were to be believed. Regardless, he believed he was approaching the answer. Whether that would clear his doubt or not, he was unsure. Still, the present was what it was. And the fount, the one who had so passionately asked for him to be his friend, the one who had ended up... Whoa, sorry.
I know, I'm waiting for you to finish this paragraph. And or sentence. And or sentence. I'm waiting. Okay, fine. I warned you. Don't. I warned you.
The one who had so passionately asked him... Whoa, hold on. Whoa, I lost my spot real bad.
Sorry.
Man,
That's my fault.
No, it's good.
It's all on me.
I accidentally read a bit ahead.
Oh no!
No, it's
Oh, it's good. Okay.
it's for now. It was equally as hard to put what he felt to... Wait, backing up a little bit. Still, the present was what it was, and they found the one who had so passionately asked for him to be his friend. The one that had ended up opening a door that he knew did not quite fit the word friend in it was there. Yeah, at least Truthless is aware how friend isn't really the title.
At least.
At least, like, please! It was equally as hard to put what he felt about him into a proper definition. He didn't find himself fully worthy. He didn't find himself fully worthy of continuing on, and yet he did. They stayed together, bathed together, held hands together. They did not bathe 5 feet apart. Far from it. They did not bathe 5 feet apart. Kissed, caressed.
Felt. Stayed.
They are not friends.
There was a video of this. They would. Your author friend would just get to see me going.
Your face is at me.
Constantly.
Your face is as I read through this.
My face is
I love it.
Look up the. Oh yeah, that's supposed to. What? Constantly.
Truth has scratched his arm. He looked away, even though there was no one to look away from.
I know that. I do that. No. Okay. There's no one here.
The starless sky met his gaze. He, in some way...
I tried writing this sentence 4 separate times and I keep missing the words because you can't. And I'm like,
Sorry, I'm causing your writing to have...
it's not a problem necessarily. I'm just like, I've misspelled this word 4 times now. So I keep trying to combine it with other words. What was I saying? Oh, that's what I was saying. Okay.
He, in some way, somehow, whatever form it took, cared for the fount. A small word, one he thought impossible long ago. Care did not feel like the right word. Frustrating. And yet, there he was, admitting such a thing to himself, just as he had admitted to the fount that he would not leave his side. Ah, I'm holding on to that promise. Really hard.
Hold on for dear life.
That promise to stay by his side. I'm holding on to that small little light in this tunnel of darkness. It's just going down. It's more like a hole. Okay. Whew. Even if a part of him had said so, because that was the hermit's job. But he stayed. And faith. What became of his own faith? It wasn't the first time he had thought of this. It most certainly wouldn't be the last. I wonder if the clicking clacking of your typing is...
My failed type. Okay, we're good now.
Whew.
Are you charged yet? Oh my gosh.
He turned onto his stomach, chin meeting the pillow. What did it mean to have faith? That was a form of hope, was it not? Long ago, he thought he knew what faith was. Trust, confidence, hope. He had proclaimed to no longer wish to remain uncertain. He's proclaimed many things.
He's proclaimed many things. Not all of them were correct. Let's be honest here.
Okay. How he was
Raised my
going...
cord on accident, so I just smacked it so hard.
Sorry.
How do we move that like that so long? And okay, if you would just charge us, wouldn't be a problem.
Okay. How he was going to accomplish such a feat was another matter. Was hope a type of certainty? Would he have to hope once more in order to get out of his current state? Did he truly even want to leave that state? He did, at the very least. He wished to relinquish this frustration that stuck to him. Self-preservation, he had called it. Now, he was also unsure if even that applied. Again with the uncertainty. He rolled again to his side, pulled the covers closer to him. Are the words running away from
My
you?
thought ran away! Come back!
You're just reaching into the air.
It's right there! I can see it almost! It's right there! I can't reach it though.
I feel that.
Anyways.
Okay. Having you here is nice. It kind of keeps me slightly distracted from the pain and suffering, but at the same time,
Ah! I keep popping in and out of existence because sometimes I can manage to tune you out into background sound, so I'm able to type. That's the reason I need
Somehow.
music. But then sometimes I'll pop in at the worst moments possible, and I go, "I'm sorry."
It's going to get worse, Raina.
No, I mean like concerning. Like the hearing of the kissing on the tongue. What?
Yeah, no, that was not kissing on the tongue.
That type of pops back into existence to hear the worst thing. That's the problem one.
Kissing on the dough.
On the dough.
On the dough.
Anyway.
The dough. I wish. Because I swear, Raina!
I wasn't expecting that. Hold on, I'm in process.
You just kissed him on the chest, basically.
No, what do you mean, basically?
It was more like a lip.
I was there for
It was
that.
more like a lip.
I was there
but
for that one.
anyways, man, I'm getting lightheaded. I'm laughing. I have breathing. Okay, go on in.
There.
Did you hit your head? I'm sorry.
Not your fault. I'm too close to the bag. Oh, hey, that's a charge. Yeet.
Oh, okay. He rolled again to his side, pulled the covers closer to him. It was always like this. He would think of something, plaguing him, and he would circle the question, unable to land on the answer. The endless stride towards the truth. He halted. The truth. Was that what he was doing? He really could not escape it. He tried to focus on something else. Friends. He would not be a good friend. No. Perhaps the two of them would have been good friends. Would be good friends. White lily cookie, dark cacao cookie, holly berry cookie, golden cheese cookie.
Every time!
I can't not. Ginger babe, wizard cookie, strawberry cookie, black raisin cookie, the people of the vanilla kingdom, the past, cherry bud cookie, the fount of knowledge, the present, those he would continue to meet, the possible future.
Her husband just flirted with. She said, fake wife. So she got married to her sister instead. But he flirted with her. She wasn't ready for it because once again she's married. But anyways,
I love how.
sorry, I'll shut up now. I sent many apologies to your writer friend who's gonna have to listen to me just not shut up.
Oh no, it's fine. Ah, what did it mean to truly be a friend? He clutched his head. You do not have to change a single thing. The founts always, they say exactly what the other needs to hear when they need to hear it, and I love it.
I found my thought. It came back down.
It flew back down.
It flew back down. I've never written 3 more sentences.
Sweet. What did the shape of friendship look like again? Who was he? Who was Truthless Recluse? He rose, resting his back against the pillow. The truth. Faith. 2 pillars of a life supposedly forgotten. 2 things that had become the crown of his doubt. Doubt. Fear. Uncertainty. Why did he have all the fears he did? Could he ever truly get rid of them? He dragged his legs to the side of the bed. His feet found the floor, cold. Unlike the way the spire's floors always were at this hour.
So be that way. Maybe triple. Maybe that. So quadruple? Quadruple.
I have no idea what you're talking about over there, and I love it.
So the chapel, not chapel, the grand palace for their religion here is like a gazebo. But like,
Yeah.
I was doing the math of if a gazebo was this big, and maybe so quadruple the size of a big gazebo with a solid building in the center. And I was trying to figure out size, and that's what you were saying me do was the normal gazebo. There's double the gazebo.
Okay. Ah!
Oh,
Sorry, his feet found the floor, cold. Unlike the way the spire's floors always were at this hour, he did not bother with shoes.
How would you phrase that sentence? Quadruple.
The staff leaned against the nightstand, its eye closed. He left it. He knew the inside of his room, even if it was dark. His room. When did it start to feel like his room? If he returned to the Vanilla Kingdom, would he feel the same about the room he had slept in for so many nights? He approached the desk. His soul gem lay there. Going back to that last little thing, would he feel the same about the room he slept in for so many nights? I don't think he would, because he'd be so lonely. That's why I'm thinking. He'd be so lonely.
being so dramatic.
No, you said
Sit.
he'd miss the fount.
I'm not wrong, but I'm being very over dramatic about it.
Theatrical.
Theatrical. That's
Yes.
how you pronounce that.
Was that what you tried to say at the beginning? Yeah. Oh, theatrical. Got it.
Theatrical representation. And
Understood.
every time I try to read that word, I've never been able to vocalize it.
Understood. Ugh. He approached the desk. His soul gem lay there, alongside the fountain splash. He turned his attention to the object to its left. Ah, right. The scarf. He had made the scarf for the fount. His hand reached for it, slowly digging itself under. It was soft, warm under the touch. He pulled it up, lightly hovering it above his cheek. It was originally not in his intention to give it to him. He just needed something to keep his mind occupied. And yet, at some point, he decided he would give it to the fount. After the orchids, it become a definitive. Ah!
You're reading the cute, I'm reading the adorable.
Don't worry, it's not going to be cute for long!
No, he keeps flirting with her, and she's just like, I'm not who you think I am, but I can't say that or else I'm gonna die.
Okay. He had delayed giving it to him. He pressed it against his cheek, the soft, lingering scent of vanilla reaching him. The last strands of yarn he used were part of the fount's peculiar... Whoa! Yes?
Pick a number between 1 and 5 that will be forever important to the deity Freda.
Oh, 2!
Alright, 2.
I don't like this responsibility! You just threw it upon me!
Well, it's for religion things, and
Got
I
it.
didn't think about it in the past, so now it's 2.
2. I have no idea what that'll mean. Oh.
Nor do I, honestly. We will find out later when the religion becomes more important. Also, there's gonna be so much exposition before the actual plot starts. So much. Anyways.
Got it, okay. He pulled up lightly hovering it above his cheek. Oh, wait, sorry, Whoa, I keep losing my spot. My bad. Apologies. Try not to get distracted. I'm sorry. It's not your fault, Rena.
No, it's absolutely my fault.
Okay.
Don't even deny it. It's all on me.
Let me take Summer's.
No.
Let me.
No.
Okay.
Look, I won't let you open a door for me. I will take the responsibility for this one.
Stop! Okay. The last strands of yarn he used were part of the fountain's peculiar gift. Once he gave the scarf to him, he would ultimately be giving him a part of the gift back. His head leaned into the scarf, eyes closing. Would he even like it? It wasn't blue, nor did it have any of the blueberries he so adored. The stitch was messy at best. It wasn't a special item at most. Recluse! The fountain would cherish this item for so long. He would wear it. He would love it.
Is acolytes the right word for it? Well, it's not a cult, so I guess it wouldn't be acolytes. Saints?
Maybe search for synonyms for
No, I'm
saints.
looking at
Got it. It wasn't a
Synonyms.
special. It wasn't a special item at most, even if it was soft. For being with so much opulence, would he truly accept such second-rate thing? It's not second-rate.
Hollows.
Oh my goodness, I love the taste of vanilla.
I definitely
Fount.
I need to
So
put
silly.
that word somewhere in this.
He pulled the scarf away, scratching his cheek. Well, maybe he would have liked it. Ha. Okay. Was the fount oblivious with what he said? Or was he intentionally feigning ignorance? He placed the
Well, that
scarf
was
on.
worse.
He placed the scarf on the table. He shared those Shadow Milk at the very least, always saying things that made him react. One was kinder than the other. Yet at its core, that cookie knew how to surprise him, getting under his dough. He frowned. When the time came, what would change? Beyond the obvious, was the fount always meant to become Shadow Milk Cookie? I'm thinking about Sage. Sage of truth.
I keep starting to That's not how I want to phrase the sentence. How do you phrase the sentence? Oh,
Sage of truth. Was the fount always meant to become Shadow Milk Cookie?
that's
In a timeline, in a world, he becomes Sage. Yay.
Oh crap! What did I just touch?
I You're screaming black for a second.
Oh, fine, okay.
Oh, what would this mean for himself? For the days he had come to know as normal. He would not leave his side, whatever path lay ahead. Let's go! Breathing, okay. Sorry, I had to hold my breath.
I'm wearing his headdress in. All right. That's not his fault. White.
What could he do? Throb. His attention caught on the soul gem. It had flickered. It lay there unchanged, chipped, broken. Yet something about the throb made him pause. He reached for it. Found. No! Sorry. Ah, he's there! Knock, knock on the door! He's knocking on the door! Don't open the door! I don't know what you're asking me, but yes.
Okay, so once again, Holy Religion split. She's seeing it from a distance. She's able to identify the two different people. I'm not even going to try to attempt to pronounce either of the titles because I'm going to butcher it, but I like how they look. So there's one which is like they're just in pure white, and they are like they are someone who is dedicated to well-being of others. Is basically how they're like translated. But then the other one is a term for holy people and or relics. And I'm talking about that latter group, and I'm like, make them contrast, dark blue, like a midnight blue.
Oh!
I'm going with it. I don't care about your opinion. I was verbalizing it for myself. Dark blue it
No,
is.
sorry, I was sort of half listening, but also thinking like, Black Sapphire Cookie is at the door.
Hey.
He's at the door. He's at the door. He's knocking on the door. Don't open the door. Don't walk through the door. He completely turned towards the door. Does he know about the DORA? Uh-huh. The door. The door. Who was it at such an hour? We can master Truthless Recluse. Okay. Black Sapphire Cookie! Truthless tilted his head sideways. Why was he there? Ah! He grabbed the soul jam, clipping it to his chest. His hand hovered there for a second before returning to his side. Truthless lingered in place for a moment. There was no reason for him to open the door to Black Sapphire. Please don't open the door! He didn't want to see him. I don't know who would. And it was late into the night, or early into the morning. Truthless was asleep. He turned toward the bed. He could have tried sleeping. Knock, knock, knock! Louder! Are you that, Master Truthless Recluse? Rena, what did you read?
So they're talking, and they're like, yes, and then this culture in which she got substitute married into, they're like, they often have, like, they are more of like a concubine type place. And she's like, that's probably a good thing. I'm like, we've met the guy. I'm almost positive he's loyal. So you are not getting your wish, woman, and I'm excited.
Oh! Truthless did not move. Please, stay that way. Don't move. The bed was very tempting. Go back to the bed! Seeing Black Sapphire, even if he hadn't done anything specific to him, brought back sour memories. Of course. Don't open the door. Don't open the door. Don't open the door. Why was he suddenly being called master by him? He's knocking louder! My master has sent me here. He returned his gaze to the door. It was the Fount's doing. So much for the sleeping idea. Okay.
Who are you?
Oh,
Did you have a lover before you got married?
okay. Truth is exhaled. It must have been important given the hour.
Oh, no, sibling, okay. Oh, crap, sibling.
Right now, it looks like you're going through many emotions, and none of them are from what I'm reading.
No, they're not. I went, who are we talking? Oh, crap, is this gonna be like the second male lead? Oh, crap, he recognizes her as who she actually is instead of who she's being forced to pretend she is. Oh, crap, he might out her. Oh, crap. Possible second male lead. Were you guys lovers in the past? No, that's a brother. Oh. And in all senses of the word, it's bad.
Okay. So open the door. Or the Fount was currently going through an urge and had sent Black Sapphire to fetch for him, so he would witness whatever experiment that Cookie had come up with. It was hard to tell. Anything was possible with him. Open the door, don't open the door! There's only a way to find out. He approached the door! Opened it very slowly! Not fully. Okay, thank you.
Don't do that. I don't think that'll go well for you.
Don't open the door. He's
Talking
open
to
the
both
door.
you and mine.
Love when situations match.
Match up.
It's great.
Anyways.
The door. Yes, he scowled lightly. Feigned annoyance. Black Sapphire greeted him with a smile. Did I wake you? What does the Fount of Knowledge need? He pulled the door closer. The smile on Black Sapphire's lips faded. He took half a step back, the flicker of tension crossing his face before it smoothed. Okay. He asked me to keep an eye out on you, he admitted, raising an arm to his side and curling all his fingers, but the index. I would usually watch from afar, but I wish to talk to you. Ah!
Shut up. Not talking to you, talking to him.
No, it's,
Shut up.
no!
Not talking to you. Talking
No.
to him.
Okay. It's like, keep an eye on me? And what did Black Sapphire wish to talk about? Black Sapphire nodded and stepped back to where he had been standing. He didn't explain, Black Sapphire said, taking notice of Toothless's shift in expression. There seems to be something going on in the library, he continued. The Fount of Knowledge will take care of it swiftly. In the meantime, I am here to observe. You can watch from afar. The way Black Sapphire was nearing the threshold of the door, Toothless stepped in the way. Back off, sir! I will, in a moment, he responded, standing his ground. Standing his ground. The smile returned, softening. The two met a stalemate for a couple of minutes. The hand remained on the doorknob. Black Sapphire kept his eyes on the recluse. Neither moved nor talked. Black Sapphire broke the silence. Can I come in? No!
Glib? What is a glib?
Okay. He has ignored the question. What is going on in the library? Toothless's eyes narrowed. Black Sapphire folded his arms together. I am also unsure as of the moment. He stepped forward. Stop! Toothless recluse, may I come in?
No!
We can talk here. I insist. Toothless pulled the door closer inside. I must come inside. Why? I will explain inside. No. Don't! Let him in!
Punch him. Punch him so hard. just go bang! Make him crumble.
Okay, sorry.
I've been reading way too many murder books, by the way, as of late.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
either heavy romance or heavy murder, and there is no in between.
Love that, honestly.
There's one I found that's both. It's exciting.
Okay. No. Black Sapphire gestured toward Toothless and grumbled. Pure vanilla cookie! He said his name. He said his actual.
That's what fighting. That's fighting word. That's a fighting word.
Oh! Yeah, that's not Black Sapphire. At least that's not the Black Sapphire. Uncorrupted. No.
To me, wanting to use all of the fancy little names, but I don't know them, so I look them up.
Okay. Toothless's eyes pried open. Black Sapphire's face contorted on itself. Lines creasing near the eyebrows, the tips of his lips pressing against each other.
Okay, that's not as bad of an expression as I thought it was.
Mr. Let me inside.
No.
How? Who are you? I will explain everything inside.
What's going on?
No, Toothless stumbled, further blocking the path. Explain here. It is not safe here. It's not
We're
safe.
not safe!
He exhaled, paused.
I did it right, okay.
Please. Not safe? What was it
We're not
now?
safe. You are the thing that ain't safe, man.
Just as you heard it. A non-answer. Black Sapphire rubbed his hand on his other arm. Who are you? Toothless pressed again. Black Sapphire's eyes widened. He scoffed, looking away. I promise to explain everything soon. Just let me inside. No. It's like a vampire where
They have to be granted permission. Actually, I saw a theory that the reason welcome mats started existing was so vampire.
I saw that!
Just enter houses.
It was a loophole created by vampires so they could be invited into the house.
I like that idea. Also, she's currently going to be staying in the holy capital for Freda, which she won't be able to in the future because as a vampire she be burned.
Oh, okay.
I decided to add a little bit of drama to this, a little bit.
Just let me inside. No. Yet again, he knew better. Thank you.
Thank you! Someone smart for once!
I love reading the because ah! Pure vanilla cookie. The smile was barely there, a lingering note of melancholy. So you really no longer recognize my voice? No, this isn't Black Sapphire. I'm starting to think this isn't even Shadow Milk. It could be one of the lights of the Soul Gem Manifest. I don't know!
Once again, this is why I sadly cannot read this, not genre, that's the wrong word, this fandom. My head hurts too much! I can't do it!
I love the way it hurts my
I
head.
suffocate! Sometimes I'm sad that you don't have a video recording.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I've been saying that a
I
lot.
don't have, and every single time I've had to refrain from singing.
Okay. So you no longer recognize my voice? He clenched a fist. I am not your enemy, Pure Vanilla. Toothless's chin dipped.
Go away!
Go away.
Go
Shaking
away.
fist in there. Go away. The hold on the doorknob tightened. He had heard enough about false concern. White Lily had been plenty to deal with. And yet, the voice tugged at something he couldn't name.
It feels like it's been a long time since I heard her name mentioned. I panicked a little bit.
Oh.
Because I remember the last time it was mentioned, it wasn't good.
Yeah, true. So true. That is... Oh. The voice tugged at something he couldn't name. He was supposed to recognize him? It won't take long, Black Sapphire continued, softer. I do not wish to invade your personal space, but it is the safest place for us to talk. Are you sure?
I don't believe you.
Okay. Why? Black Sapphire huffed a faint laugh. Something about it blocks outside interference from entering or spying. I believe the Founts may have placed a spell in your room. Ooh! Founts being protective. Sweet. But,
Saids is what I was trying to say Sid and says at the same time.
Saids. Okay. He placed both palms on his chest. Will he be free from their interference there? We will be free from their interference there. They? Outside interference? Was this related to the one messing with them? White Lily? Shadow Milk?
That's not what I
Toothless began rubbing the doorknob slowly. Who was this Black Sapphire? The future Black Sapphire? Had the Fount told him his secret? His name? Toothless had no reason to believe him, though it wasn't out of the question for the Fount to do something like that, placing a spell. He still did not trust Black Sapphire. I don't, but... Questioning.
What are you doing?
Questioning.
There we go, I managed to actually get the sentence out.
Wait. Oh, wait. That is fine, Black Sapphire said. If not me in this form, trust the truth. Toothless took a step back. Had he read his mind?
I'm sorry, good sir, are you,
You good?
I'm fine, my brain has just buffered for the past 4 paragraphs in this, and I know I'm gonna have to reread these and go, what did I just say?
Coincidence? It is not a coincidence, Toothless Recluse. He interrupted. You and I are connected unlike any other bond.
So it's the light of truth.
Probably.
Okay.
I can't be too sure of anything. But
I keep mixing up the D.
if he is currently the light of truth, who is Fortune Teller? I don't know.
My fortune teller was the light of the seed.
It's Folio.
That's Folio.
Probably. Most likely.
Probably.
We cannot be sure of anything. That's the thing
I
with
was
the
also trying to come up
deceit.
with the last name, what her maiden name was, and I couldn't figure out. That's why I was
Oh,
really staring.
all good,
I was like,
all
oh
good.
wait, I need to respond to this as well.
No, you're good. Any other bond, if minds could be tampered, there was no guarantee that his own were safe. Shadowmilk had access to his memories, perhaps even his thoughts, given the unknown circumstances of where he was. Any other bond?
I know
Your...
exactly how I want to lay this chapter off.
Yes, Black Sapphire confirmed. Please, before I am found, I must talk with you in private. Ah! Toothless looked elsewhere, lost in thought. This was complicated. If it was true, did he really have a choice? Could he finally get some answers, even if talking to it cemented a pit of guilt in his stomach? Did he want answers?
I need a title for the deity.
Okay.
What should her title be?
I don't know! Apologies, I had to take a quick break, but I'm going back in. Okay. Yes, Black Sapphire confirmed. Please, before I am found, I must talk with you. In private. Truthus looked elsewhere, lost in thought. This was complicated. If it was true, did he really have a choice? Could he could finally get some answers, even if talking to it cemented a pit of guilt into his stomach. Did he want answers? Yet, even if it wasn't the case, a door wasn't enough to block whatever he was facing. He did not like the idea. But if it wished to converse, if playing by their rules meant less trouble than he was already courting. It will not be for long, Truthus reaffirmed. Not at all. Not reassuring. It's not reassuring at all. And yet, he knew He knew what would need to happen next. With a long, unrestrained, and final sigh, Truthless stepped aside. Thank you. The not Black Sapphire entered his room. Truthless soon followed, closing the door shut. In the library, something cracked. Conversation awaited. Ah! Phew. Truthless sat on the side of his bed, Black Sapphire on the other. The blue wall remained blue. The scarf lay unfolded on the table. Fount Plush watched. The staff's eye remained closed. How? Truthless asked, adjusting himself as to not fall off the edge. Whew. It did not make sense. It had been silent all this time, now chipping itself whenever it's pleased. Sorry, I'm getting myself a little comfortable. Besides a pull or a throb, it by no means should have been able to be there, much less in a physical form not his own. Black Sapphire scratched his cheek. Ah, is his form startling you? His light said. Yeah, I was right! Was not gonna be my first assumption. Thought it was gonna be so much worse. I'm actually kind of relieved. I'm kind of relieved. It's okay. But is it truly? Could still be Shamrock just playing weird, long, complicated game. Or it could just be the light of truth. I don't know! Okay. Black Sapphire's features became light, a quick poof, turning black hair into gold. It became Truthless Recluse. Or rather, a truthless recluse with clear eyes, ones no longer dimmed by deceit's mark. Once full of life, free from the purple underneath them. From a story of long ago, back when pure vanilla still was. Truthless blinked in response. That was new. Still, to see himself in such a way, how long had it been since he was able to gaze at those eyes? His vision rose to the pointed star on his forehead, anywhere else but the direct contact of the eyes. It took me a while. It took me a long while. Our connection has become weaker since your entrance to the Spire of Deceit. The light continued. But I am here, pure vanilla. I have always been here. Its eyes met Truthless's chest. It stayed there. Truthless noticed his hand drifted to his chest, covering the soul gem. The light quickly eyed him, clearing its throat. Its eyes shut closed. I know you have many questions. I share the sentiment. It placed both hands on its thighs. Where are we? And why are we here? Surely this isn't the past. So where is it? It clutched its hands. Questions of that sort. You have them, don't you? Truthless huffed a bitter laugh. And you don't know the answer? It nodded. I only know as much as you know. To an extent. Just like Fortune Teller. He said the same thing, but to Fount. Fortune Teller. All the other lights appeared. There's light of knowledge, light of deceit, light of truth. Ah! Okay. To an extent, it pressed its back to the chair. It's part of the reason why I have so dangerously attempted to contact you, but that is not what I came to ask. Can you explain what you mean by that? The light pressed its lips together, biting into its lower lip. Hold on, sorry, my brain just put stuff together of things I've read back there, of questioning why Black Sapphire suddenly started referring to Truthless as Master, just like how Folio started referring to Truthless as Master, Truthless Recluse. The lights, their wielders, putting stuff together that probably doesn't quite fit quite yet. Oh, but that's not what I came to ask. Can you explain what you mean by that? The light pressed its lips together, biting into its lower lip until only its tips remained. I shouldn't be here, began talking to you like this here. I'm sure they have sensed it by now. They. Truthless Recluse, I need to talk to you about something, the light said. Why have you turned away from the truth? Silence. Truthless's eyes met the others in full, wide, revealing. Savor the lie, you called it, it continued. You call yourself a cookie of deceit. Pure vanilla, you have strayed from your path. It straightened its back, still leaning against the chair. There was nothing Truthless could have said, not because he had no answer, but because the answer would not matter. Or maybe there was too much to say. Yet one question lingered. Why had it changed topics? What do you think about the truth? It asked. Now that you seem to be so far from me, I can barely hear your voice, pure vanilla. Your thoughts. Are you here to berate me on my decisions regarding the truth? Truthless scowled. It quickly softened, forcing its expression into neutral. You know I would never do that. It stood up. But you have strayed from your path. It approached Truthless, until it was directly in front of him. It is my duty to bring you back to the right path. It clenched its chest, eyebrows lowering, chin dipping. The path of truth. Truthless's grip on his soul gem tightened. You haven't let go of me. It glanced attentively at the soul gem. So I know that your longing for it still exists. Does it not? Truthless looked away, pursing his lips. The grip loosened slightly. You can still come back to the path of truth. It bent its knees until it was at eye level with Truthless. It placed its hands on its thighs. Listen to my voice, just as you have all this time. Light of truth, Ugh! Yes. Truthless's hand dropped from the soul gem. The light watched it fall. What do you think about the path toward the truth? If it spoke so much of it, if it really was his light, his former guidance, surely it would have an answer. What do I think of the path? It repeated, tasting the words. Well, it is something you must partake in, no matter the cost. The path toward the truth is not easy and free of suffering. Its hand rose, clenching it into a fist. I am sure you know that by now. It rose. And still, its smile widened, eyes creasing. You haven't let go of me in full, so I know that in you still carry the truth. That's... No, Truthless leaned forward, his hands pressed flat against the mattress. Is that all? Hardships? He knew very well about the hardships and struggles of bearing the truth. Beyond, well, if there was one certainty in truth, it was that and only that. What more is there? The light said back, dumbfounded. He wasn't sure. Perhaps something tied to deceit? Sharing it with Cookie Kind was... Hardships are meant to be shared! Hardships are meant to be shared.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hardships are meant to be shared.
No.
Hardships are meant to be shared.
No.
Ah!
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 I'm about to end this.
It was the
chapter,
light of
so I
truth.
got stuffed up. It was the light of truth.
It was Black Sapphire is the light of truth, and right now they're talking. Ah! Sorry.
No.
Of all the situations, I'm glad it turned out to be that. But
I don't know the title. I need a title for her.
okay.
Titles. For
Hardships are meant to be shared.
deity.
Another perspective regarding what the truth meant. Anything. Only through struggle can you truly learn what it means to wield the truth, pure vanilla. It sat down next to Truthless. Truthless scooted away. The mattress dipped as he shifted. He became unsure as to why he felt like trying to argue. And what is truth? Oh, it has been a while since you asked me that. The light said, delighted. Quite some time. It placed its hands on Truthless's. His fingers did not move. Is it a matter of correspondence? Subjectiveness? When does a lie become a lie and not the truth? It said. Your journey is to understand it and find that answer. I know, he mumbled. He had always known. He had always known the questions. He clenched his free hand and directly gazed at the light, at his own eyes full of life. And if that path of truth ends in deceit, then, the light brought its hand to Truthless's upper arm, that is the truth and the end of your journey. No, that couldn't be it, right? Was he truly correct in what he became? Was uncertainty then an absolute aftermath of truth? What of clarity? Isn't this what you wish? To remain in this deceit? The light asked, will this make you happy? Ugh!
What word am I after?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Okay. Paused. Are you satisfied? Satisfied? Was he satisfied?
Oh, that one.
What shape did
satisfy?
Words. No, you're good. What shape did satisfaction take? Satisfied. Fount of knowledge. The light ticked its tongue. I am profound. Whoa! I am profoundly disappointed in you, pure vanilla.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Like, whoa! It suddenly said. I am disappointed that you would trade truth for him. I'm starting to doubt whether this is a life truth or not. I've been skeptical from the beginning.
Dude, I don't know. I'm just
I don't know
I'm
either.
just here.
We'll figure it out. Or I'll figure it
You'll
out,
figure
and
it
I'll
out
talk
and
to you.
tell me.
Yeah. Truth is halted. He blinked. The light of truth had never been this harsh. Trade the truth?
I got 50,000 words.
I would clap on the upper hand free.
I can now end the chapter whenever I feel like it.
Huzzah. Okay. Had Truthless Recluse done this to it too? Your thoughts about him, they are dangerous? Truthless pulled his arm away, unclasping the light's hand. My thoughts about him are none of your concern. The light shook its head. You know they are, the light said. The way you think of him, it will only drag you further into deceit, it explained. Do you wish to follow deceit, Truthless Recluse?
Let
I-
die. Let die. Get still. Let die.
Do it. Follow deceit, it said firmly. If that is what makes you happy, follow your truth, Truthless Recluse. It smiled. What? Truthless's eyes narrowed. He took another step away, his hand clenching. Is this life truth? Is this really life truth? It could be. Probably is. Is it truly? I don't know. No one knows. I don't think Truthless doesn't know either. Ugh.
We're fine.
He took another step away, his hand clenching the one that had been touched by the light. Follow your truth, Truthless Recluse, it repeated, its eyes softening in its entirety. It extended its arms to its sides. If you will not follow me, then follow yours. The sea of truths is plentiful. Why cling to the absolute even when even the flower wilts? Was this truly the light of truth? That's what I'm questioning! Is it really the light? It can't be the light. The lights of the soul gems kind of suck, though.
Oh, okay.
There's been stories. There's a story that came out that had the lights of the virtues, uncorrupted, full, not halved, And they kind of suck really bad.
They kind of just
they came up-
They're too old to be.
They came up with a
nice.
plan to split the soul jams.
To split themselves. Oh my gosh, they're fools.
it was
They've
the
been-
Light
they've
of
been-
Solidarity's plan.
They've been alive a little too long.
And even worse, the Light of Solidarity planned for the sacrifice of its future wielder. White Lily's sacrifice of her freedom for everyone else's freedom was planned from the beginning.
They've been alive too long. That's how you know they've been alive too long. I'm gonna go back to writing my cliffhanger.
Got it. Ugh. Okay. Oh, I understand your doubts, Light said, its gaze lifted to the ceiling. We find ourselves in a place drenched in deceit. It's only understandable to question everything. I'm questioning everything, all right. That includes you, Trithis pointed out. That does include me, the Light agreed. In theory. It wrapped some hair around its finger. Only in theory,
It's
it
painful
emphasized,
glass.
you have always trusted me, and that is and that is what you should be. I'm sorry. My brain is stuck on the fact that in beginning of Beasties, episode 1 and 2, every time the Light of Truth talked, it's hard to tell if that was truly the Light of Truth
I
or
can't read
Shadowmilk trying to pretend he's Light of Truth. This could totally be Shadowmilk still from the very beginning. Beasties 1 and 2.
Oh no, I
No.
got that far. I got that far.
No.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I got that far. I promise. I got that far.
I'm rambling.
I stopped after 2, and that's when my tablet decided overheating. My tablet's like,
It was hard to tell if the Light of Truth was truly the Light of Truth speaking to pure vanilla, because
That's kind of
A
how
lot
deceit
of the
is, to be honest.
time-
That's how deceit is.
Yes.
In real life too. So they did a good job.
they're
Apparently.
doing a really good job in this story, as I can't get over it. Okay. You have always trusted me, and that is what you should continue doing, even in doubt, in that uncertainty that binds you, the path of truth. It clasped its hands together. Is the light that lies ahead. Ahead is in full caps.
I was looking at my book.
I'm jealous of how you can crack your back so nice.
Took forever with
I'm-
my friend's help.
yeah,
For
I'm
the detail.
envious. Anyways, its eyes
Mark, what did
twinkled.
I just write?
Even if my voice is fainter here, I must ask you to continue forward. Its voice dropped into a whisper. Whatever that forward
Oh,
becomes,
yo, that's
Truth?
what I'm type.
deceit. There's no way this was the Light of Truth. Or was it? I'm wondering that so much. Okay, Truthus hovered his knuckles on his lips and stared deeply at the light. As I said, follow your truth. That is the truth, the light insisted. And in truth, there is one thing about truth. It is not as absolute as it seems,
Oh,
it
shut up.
continued, undeterred. Was that shut for?
Shut up. We don't care, okay?
You don't want to listen to the
Shut
supposed
up.
light of truth.
The light of truth. Let him figure it out for himself. Shut up.
Let him be gay. Let him
Let-
think
let
of the
him-
founts in
let
not so
him-
friend-like ways.
Let him have his
Finding the right word?
yeah. Let him have his mistakes.
Yes.
If it even is a mistake,
We don't
let
know.
him have his mistakes.
We don't know what anything is.
I like
We
that
don't
word.
know. That was also great. That was nice. That was awesome.
My comment?
Yes. I like that comment.
I do that all of the time, where people are like, no, but I can't. They'll get themselves hurt. Let them make the mistake. They will learn better if they do it themselves.
It's better not to question everything.
Yeah, if you question everything, then you're going to doubt everything, and then you will live a very miserable life.
Ah! Okay.
I'm named vampirism through Google Translate, because of course I did. So it's just vampire in...
Although, I think it's kind of funny how they're both just chilling on his bed. Just sitting on his bed.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Like, such a serious conversation. But of course.
The Darkless. I thought A.
And in truth, there's one thing about truth. It is not as absolute as it seems, it continued undeterred, at both surface level and not. It leaned against the pillow. Truthless recluse, pure vanilla cookie, this is my guidance to you. Let's say that an entire society has decided that once a cookie crumbles, they're reborn as a cake hound. They teach that everywhere, and that becomes the known truth amongst them. It paused to breathe. I'm also pausing to breathe. And let's say that a cookie from another civilization visits this society only to learn about their beliefs. The cookie refutes this claim, explaining that once you crumble, you return to nothing.
Oh, so they're describing atheism. Okay. What? Am I wrong?
Not really, no.
No, I'm not. This is literally just how religion
This could be really
This is literally how religion
Parallels.
Yeah.
It's-
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
something
No.
Shadowmilk's been saying from the beginning. Sort of. It's just kind of emphasized in a way where, if everyone believes in a lie, the lie becomes the truth. In a way.
In a way, yes.
That's kind of what this is explaining a little bit.
A little bit, because like this is like the truth is relative theory.
Yes.
Which is sort of correct, but it's more like it's correct until you find the truth, the actual truth. Become like germ theory. Yeah. they believed so hard that it was the bugs spawned in the meats until it was proved otherwise.
You can make
you're
very
the science nerd here. I don't know what you expected.
you can make very great analysis, and the way you don't like reading things that hurt your brain baffles me sometimes. You have
Because I
been.
will sit here talking to you and I will do like the analysis of the understanding, and I'm like, no, I won't read it. So you can't get me to read it, actually, though.
It's unfortunate though, because I'd love to be reading these things with you.
Honestly, send it to me, and if I get bored enough, I might try picking it up.
But God,
The 60-something chapters it is.
67, and there's gonna be more, and I'm
The
very
60
happy about it.
So far, 67 chapters. One of these chapters having 10,000 words.
This is 11.
Insane.
This is 11,000.
Gosh, jeez Louise. I wish I could barely write 2,000 words for a chapter.
Don't set such high expectations on
Oh
yourself.
no, I'm not.
I am baffled
This
about.
book, I was like, yeah, it'll be like 10 chapters long, and I'm like, it's gonna be 7 chapters before the plot starts. Never mind. I'm gonna have 7 chapters leading up to the plot, and then the plot's actually gonna start. It's gonna go, and it's done.
Oh, okay. It leaned against the pillow. Oh, I already read that part. Pillow. Let's say another cookie from another civilization visits this society only to learn about their beliefs. The cookie refutes this claim, explaining that once you crumble, you return to nothing. Reminds me of Mystic Flower. When also I read that.
Yeah, it does.
Everything shall return to flower. Return to nothing. Okay.
Yeah, and once again, it's not a healthy thought
No,
process because once again, she is known for her apathy. And
That
that's
is her
not good
virtue.
for you. There's apathy, and then also having so much empathy is also bad. You need to find a healthy middle ground, and they never
Having too
find
much
it.
of something is really bad.
Having too much of anything is really bad.
Yes. Even if. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Just
Sorry, yes.
Truth makes you go like basically crazy because you can't see like the good in the world because you know absolutely everything, and most people focus on the bad when they know everything. But being naive and not knowing anything is just as bad.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're fine. I'm fine.
Man.
Actually, Jen,
Hello, I am reading.
I am almost done with my chapter. It's still not done yet because I keep.
Oh, okay.
I'm heading out. I didn't know if you guys wanted to come. I'm gonna lock you in. How dare you? I'm gonna lock you in. That's fine. Hold on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. There's no
Not
afterlife, no becoming a K-count. They are certain of this. The light smirked. Who is telling the truth? Truthless thought about it for a minute.
You're a truthless recluse right now. You don't know.
It's complicated!
No, that's
No,
what
I know.
mean.
I know.
You're making jokes as well. So.
No, I know. Glancing at the floor. Both, Truthless said, then stopped. Neither. He wasn't sure if that was right either. Or rather, he was unsure if his response would do the question its justice. The light waited. I don't know, he admitted, his knuckles dropped from his lips. I hadn't known for a long time. He looked at the light. But you do, his eyes slightly narrowed. You're supposed to. That's what you are. A beat. So why are you asking me?
Nice.
He glanced at his side briefly, toward the scarf. If the truth is not absolute... a pause.
Panels. Sorry.
No, you're good. Then your disappointment in me has no absolute basis either. Silence. You told me you were disappointed that I would trade truth for him. His eyes did not leave the light's face. And now you tell me truth is not absolute.
I have no idea why I can like type it. Then as soon as I get to like religious words, my brain just dies as I'm trying to listen to you talk and also type at the same time. I'm like, I'm fine for every other category, just not religion apparently. Alter! That's the word I'm looking for.
Got it. Okay. Now you tell me truth is not absolute. That my truth is valid even if it diverges from yours. He let that sit.
Nope.
Which is it? Marvelous question, the light said, wide-eyed, as if seeing him for the first time. How long has it been since we have conversed about this? I repeated that again. You are deflecting. No, it's not in the slightest,
Liar.
it said. Sorry. Ironic! The line of truth. I'm sorry.
I'm like, I'm reading it, I was liar. Constantly.
Okay.
How do you spell that?
Man, it's taking me a bit to read this.
Sorry, it's my fault.
No, you're good.
It's also really long, so that's not entirely my fault.
No, I'm only halfway through.
You might want to pause and then make a 2-part video.
No, I already paused it before because I had to take a little break in the bathroom.
Jeez Louise. Yeah, you're gonna be up tonight reading this apparently.
How long has it been since we have conversed about this? I read that already. I am... Okay. Not in the slightest, it said, bright-toned. It waved its hands before it, back and forth. I am praising you. Really? It cleared its throat. The truth is, you're free to choose. It laughed.
Liar.
After all, it's your journey to find out what it is. As I said, I'm merely your guidance. I only know what you know. And what you know is that you don't know. Is that you don't know. It pressed its lips together, smile in place, before quickly releasing it with a pop. If it is you, Truthless looked at it for a long moment. It is. It is, he said simply. You're good. He had no doubt about that. Whatever else had been stripped from him, the title, the kingdom, the certainty, he knew what he was. That question had no purchase here. He watched the false light's face for a reaction.
False lights?
Yeah, this ain't the light of truth.
Glad we noticed.
Probably. There was one, small, a flicker of something that wasn't quite frustration, but was adjacent to it. That was enough. Here, allow me to reward you for such a stimulating conversation. It turned towards the door, away from Truthless, hands folded back. Whatever you do, you must stay close to the fount of knowledge, the light said, and you must let him fall. Only then will the key to your exit present itself.
Oh, so you gotta make him heartbroken. Jeez, okay.
Wait. One little bit to add to this. This light is telling Truthless to stay close to Fount.
Let Fount fall for him.
Wait. Fount had the opposite experience, which is with Fortune Teller, who's probably also a light, told Fount to stay away from Truthless Recluse.
Jeez Louise, contradictory themselves.
It's not really contradictory, it's just there are two lights with two different goals. I don't know which one's which, who's who, and what's going on, and why is going on.
So gracious.
Goodness gracious.
What
Goodness
do
gracious.
you mean? Why is it British?
I don't think that's supposed to gracious.
No, it autocorrected, so it's spelled correctly. Gratuitous.
Oh, well,
Why is it spelled like that? I hate the English language.
I also hate the English language. I said it so wrong! I'm sorry! Give up!
No, you're just proving my point.
I am proving your point! I didn't even mean to! Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, this isn't the light of truth, is it? No, this has been, okay, yes. Okay, the light said, and you must let him fall. Only then will the key to your exit present itself. It's so interesting. Truthless went very still. What did it mean by that? The key? You repeated. Watch him fall, but why? Yes, the way out of this. You will be able to return to your time just as you wish. It's not what I... Would he return to his time? Why watch him fall? Oh? But don't you wish to watch him fall? That is why you stayed, isn't it? It said...
Chapter, I still don't know what to do. Send help.
Whoa, throwing help in your way.
Thank you.
Okay. It said, a whine following. It neared Truthless. No, he said, quiet, certain. Most certain he sounded all night. Oh? The light let out. It leaned closer to Truthless, not even bothering to hide its amusement. Oh, I can't wait until this is over! It tilted its head to the right. I wonder what you will think then. Truthless did not flinch. The light's proximity was a pressure he could feel against his dough. Not quite touch, not quite magic. Something between that made the hairs on his arms lift. He held his ground. His eyes did not leave the face that wore his own, unmarred. What would he think then? It did not matter, just as many things ultimately did not matter. I will not watch him fall. But he knew he had stayed for more than just observing. At least the present him. You're right, the light admitted, nodding. In fact, I can sense that he is already corrupted and must be somewhere in the spire.
Oh, okay. I'm like, hey, what?
No.
What? And then I clicked on what I was talking about. I'm like, oh.
The last chapter. Nothing's okay right now.
No, why would it be? They hate
No.
us.
Talk about
And
quick
they're
work.
wrong.
Truthless's eyes widened despite himself. What do you mean? The light paused, fully grinned. Shadow Milk is here, dear. Shadow Milk Cookie is here.
Dear.
Dear.
I love just the dear.
Dear.
Right afterwards.
It's because I had a thing for the Shadow Milk is here. He is here. Confirmed he's not just closer than you think. He is here.
Dear.
Okay. The air left him. His eyes did not move from the face wearing his own.
Help.
Shadow Milk. Here. Now. The soul jam against his chest pulsed once. He felt it distantly, the way one feels rain before registering they are wet. His hand found the edge of the bed without looking for it. The light's eyes widened, distancing itself from him. It laughed, a bright sound that echoed off the blue walls. Eckled. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. You can make fun of my mistakes. Eckled. Oh! Off the plush with its frozen smile. You cannot save someone who is already falling, Truthless Recluse. You can only fall with him. It wiped his tear from its eye. Genuine or not, he cannot tell. Oh, this is exquisite! Truly, I had hoped... It stopped itself, the ladder, subsided into something quieter, almost fond. I had hoped you would say that. Truthless was already standing. That you would not watch him fall, it clarified. It made no sense. How? When? Was it lying? I'm not lying, it said. He should be near the library by now. He needed to go. Oh! Knock, knock! Master Truthless Recluse, it was Black Sapphire Cookie? That's my cue? What? Hold on! Wait!
Just get some more attention.
Knock, knock, knock! Louder! Are you there, Master Truthless Recluse? Thank you for the knocking. It's very immersive. It's also making me panic. Truthless did not move. I heard voices, Black Sapphire continued. Truthless's gaze snapped to the door, then back to the figure wearing his own face. The Eye of Truth, or whatever it was, smoothed the front of its robes with ease. That would be the other one. The other one? Oh, the real one. It said, almost cheerfully. The real one this time. No illusions, no tricks. Tilted its head. What? Wait! When it's saying the real one, I don't think it's saying the real Black Sapphire. It's saying the real light of truth. I don't know! Let me keep reading. Hold
I
on.
need to edit this chapter, but I physically am unable to with you reading, so I'm gonna be reading my own book.
Got it. Understood. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna be able to edit this chapter. at
Sorry, I'm
all.
being. Whoa. It tilts its head toward the door. Well, fewer tricks. Truth's hand was already on his staff. He hadn't remembered reaching for it. We're leaving. I'm disappearing. The light's smile softened into something that might have been genuine. There's a difference. One implies choice. The other, it pressed its palm flat against its chest, over where a soul gem would sit on if it had one. Implies necessity. Truthless recluse? Black Sapphire's voice through the wood. More insistent now. I'm coming in. The door handle turned. Truthless looked back at the light. It was already gone. Truthless stood alone. His hand was still on his staff. His chest was still heaving. The light's words hung in the air. Shadow Milk is here. He should move. He should run. But his feet were rooted to the floor. His mind trapped in the space between knowing and accepting. This was not a trick, not a test. The light had never lied to him before, unless the light itself was a lie. Ow!
This guy got him accidentally kidnapped, and the people who kidnapped him accidentally kidnapped him because they're like, we wanted to talk to him, but he scared himself to sleep. And he wouldn't wake up.
Something he was come to believe was true. He exhaled and forced his legs to unlock. One step, another. He crossed the door. His hand found the handle. The door opened. Black Sapphire stood in the threshold, one hand still on the handle, the other raised as if to knock again. His eyes swept the floor, the bed, the desk, the scarf, the plush, and landed on Truthless, who stood in the center of it all, with his staff in hand and chest heaving. Whoa. Master Truthless recluse, Black Sapphire said slowly. I did not say it slowly. Apologies. Are you all right? I heard... You heard nothing, Truthless said. Black Sapphire's mouth closed. They stood there for a moment. The blue wall watched the plush. The blue wall watched the small plush. I can't read! The plush smiled its frozen smile. The scarf lay folded, waiting. The fount of knowledge, Truthless said. Where is he? Black Sapphire blinked. Last time I checked, the library. He ordered me to... Truthless was already moving. He crossed the room in 3 strides, staff tapping against the floor, robe snapping behind him. Black Sapphire stepped aside just in time, pressing himself against the doorframe as Truthless passed. Master Truthless did not stop. The corridor was dark. The spire had dimmed its lights. I think that... No, not the real light of truth. Could be, but probably could also just be Black Sapphire himself. But that wouldn't explain the Fount's experience from his point of view. I'm figuring things out. I'm gathering the pieces. Okay, the corridor was dark. The spire had dimmed its lights for the night. Or perhaps the spire was responding to something else. Something that made the air taste of sour milk. He did not slow. His feet knew the way. His staff knew the way. The soul jam against his chest pulsed with the rhythm. That was almost a heartbeat. Almost a word. Almost a name. Shadow Milk is here. It could have been a lie. The corridor curved. The milk scent thickened. His feet slowed. There was someone sitting by the window. A low armchair, a round table. A figure with one leg crossed over the other. Elbow on the armrest. Chin resting his hand, gazing at the glass. The windows showed nothing but dark. No stars, no moon, just his own reflection looking back at him. Truthless stopped. His breath did not... Who is it? It came out ragged. Wait! Figure with one leg... Gazing at the glass. Window showed nothing but this. I'm reading! The soul gem burned against his chest. Ah! Ah!
Bless you.
Oh, that hurt.
Who?
Okay, that answers my question.
Oh, okay.
It came out ragged. The soul gem burned against his chest. Took you long enough. The voice was wrong. Not wrong like a lie. Wrong like something familiar played in a different key. Flatter, stripped of the warmth he had come to know. He did not turn. His staff was in his hand. His hand was not steady. This could be another trick, another face, another test. Designed... Who is it? Who is it? The windows are dark. No stars, no moon, just his own reflection looking back at him. Please don't tell me it's Fount. I don't want Fount to be there. Another test designed to see how far he could go before breaking. He turned away. The figure had not moved, had not looked at him. One leg still crossed, chin still in hand, eyes still on the dark glass, and whatever reflection lived there. It was him. The hair was wrong, wilder, lighter where it should have been darker. Where there should have been light, the soul jam on his chest tilted. Wait, darker where there should have been light, the soul jam on his chest tilted. And the eyes, when they finally slid sideways to find him. Blue and blue, there was nothing in either of them that looked like it ever laughed at Custard Spoon or pressed his lips against his cheek. Sorry. I'm suffering. Your white eyes. Sorry.
I'm like lost in my own book of a guy streaming.
And I am here screaming in agony.
And he's like, one of the commenters is like, oh, wait, aren't you gonna do a reaction? What's a reaction? And they're like, guys, cut him some slack. He doesn't stream. He's like, no, I don't. What are we talking about?
Oh! Shadow Milk Cookie looked at him the way one looks at something they expected. Well, he said, here we are. He extended a hand, gesturing toward the empty armchair in front of him. The armchair, he looked at it, then past it. Shadow Milk was there. The words echoed. The figure in the chair had not moved, had not repeated them, did not need to. It could have been an illusion. Truthless's jaw clenched. This was a trick. It had to be a trick. The one who wore his own face, white lilies. Why not his face too? Why not be the one face? Why not the one face guaranteed to freeze him in place? He took a step back toward the corridor. Don't leave me waiting. Ah! The voice was harder now, sharp. Truth's step faltered. Shadowmilk had not turned. He was still looking at the window, at the reflection that was not quite his own. The dim light pressed closer. I've been waiting long enough. Truth's throat closed. It couldn't be the fount. Could it? He looked at the armchair, his eyes shut. He moved. Each step was a defeat. Are you supposed to be the fount of knowledge? Truth's scowled. Shadowmilk raised an eyebrow. You hurt me. Have I changed that much?
Yes.
He smiled before frowning. As I said before, I am your fount. Truth's face tensed. Shadowmilk's hand withdrew. He folded his arms across his chest, one leg still crossed over the other. Finally turned his head to look at Truth's directly. Both eyes blue and blue. One cerulean, the other azure. Ah! Sit down. Yet Truth's couldn't move. Each step was a decision he did not want to make, or rather a confirmation. He had said that he would stay. If this was real, then the principle should have applied. What happened? He asked, unsure as how to proceed next. Shadowmilk laughed thrice, bitterly each time, perhaps even resentful, longing. I merely remembered, dear, he said, everything that Nat had made me forget. Truth's grip on his staff loosened, then tightened again. Remembered what? Shadowmilk's smile did not reach his eyes. It hadn't, not once, since Truthless had stopped. It was a smile painted over something else, something that looked, from this angle, like exhaustion pressed into the dough around his mouth. Everything, he said, clicking his tongue. How I was forced to play a role that isn't me. To be that poor, pitiful fount of knowledge. He rolled his eyes. So it was a lie? Truthless took a step back. Must I spell everything out for you? Shadowmilk groaned. What I'm trying to say is, yes, my dear half-baked fool, all of it was scripted and staged. I can't read today. I'm also throwing my phone. I think that's messing with the audio possibly because my phone is flying everywhere.
No.
I'm being very dramatic over here.
Yeah.
Ah!
I can't blame you.
He raised both his arms into the air. A lie! He clasped his hands together. Applause! Applause! No applause followed. This could be a trick. Alas, I am finally back. This twisted show has met its end. The curtain has fallen. And you, my dear recluse, have witnessed it all, he continued. What did you think? Care to give a review of my tale? He uncrossed his legs. Truthless did not move. Do you understand me yet? Understand. Comprehending. Pure vanilla cookie wants to understand me.
Phileas, no.
You hear that?
I do. Phileas, no. He's gonna die. We just met him, but he seems nice.
I'm sorry.
He's really sweet.
Ah, he pressed his tongue against his front teeth. Sit! He gestured again toward the armchair. I wish to talk to you. Cookie to cookie. Soul jam wielder to soul jam wielder. He hovered his hand over his own soul jam. The same coin. The armchair sat between them. Its cushions were dark. Its frame carved with shapes that might have been keys, or might have been stairs. It's not stairs! Might have been stars. The window behind Shadowmilk showed nothing. Just the room's reflection. Just the two of them frozen in the glass. He could stand here forever. He could turn and walk away. He could raise his staff and... You good?
I was watching I get ripped in half. No,
What?
Not good.
What are you reading?
I'm on my murder books.
Oh.
But still, I was expecting to see a guy get ripped in half by a giant and then eaten.
Oh! Why are we both reading that? Why are we doing this to ourselves? You know, same here. Ah!
Different ways.
Different ways.
Flavors of tasty.
That one's more physical, this one's more mental.
Nope. I can handle my physical. Can't handle my mental.
Oh, his legs bent, not because he decided to. Standing had become heavier than sitting, but because the weight of Shadowmilk's gaze, the weight of the silence, the weight of the coin pressing against his chest. All of it, alongside a curiosity to know and confirm, led him to move. He sat. His hands found the armrest, his staff leaned against his knee. He did not lean back. His spine stayed straight, his shoulders set, his eyes fixed on the figure across from him. Shadowmilk's hand lowered from his soul jam. His smile did not widen. His eyes did not warm. But something in his posture eased, the barest relaxation. There, he said softly. Was that so difficult? The cushion was cold, the armrest was cold, everything was cold. What about your time as... What about your time as the fount of knowledge? What became of those memories? That! He pulled the white strand away from his face and eyed the window. Ugh. Silence took place of conversation for a minute. Shadowmilk crossed his legs again. He tapped a finger on his armrest. Over and over. That fool doesn't know anything. He muttered under his breath. Funny story. The fount of knowledge was going on and on about him. He wouldn't become me. Ha! And look where we are. Ah! Sclera's became the color of his irises. Who wouldn't want to become me? Man, that reminds me of what I said. And my last reaction of how no one wants to become Shadow Milk Cookie. Or not even Shadow Milk, I want to be Shadow Milk.
Become Shadow Milk Cookie.
No one wants to become Shadow Milk Cookie. That's torturous.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Ugh. He laughed. So you also remember the fountain? Wait. So you also remember the fountain memories? Truth said slowly. Duh.
Duh.
He let. I'm sorry. He let up.
Every time. It's
I'm sorry. I like to have fun.
no, I'm not
Oh.
talking. I'm talking about the character.
I'm sorry. The character.
Yeah, I did it to my favorite characters as well. Duh, I hate you. My favorite characters get the exact same
He
treatment.
let up. Unfortunately, what's a disaster? A total flop of a play. Truthless lowered his gaze, his head following the motion. He clenched a silent fist. Was this really it? Was this what the light was referring to? Why are there taps? Tap, tap, tap. Oh, tapping his finger. Though I have to give credit where credit is due, the Shadow continued, leaning forward, his eyebrows untensed. The smile became something almost inexistent, yet there. Color me surprised, but your role in this play was rather striking. I didn't know you had it in ya. He stood up, began floating. You sure know how to captivate an audience.
Oh,
Cheeky smile.
that is all I heard. That was that last part. You sure know how to captivate an audience. What?
Truthers returned to him, mouth parting. You are bolder than you look. He passed the table until he was at the side of Truthless. You really are a fine student. He leaned his torso closer to Truthless, the armrest becoming the only thing between them. And seeing the pitiful state of the soul jam, I can see you have been doing your homework. Splendid! Truthless covered the soul jam with both hands, pushing himself to the other corner of the armchair. Shamak furrowed his eyebrows. Now, no need for hostilities. I'm complimenting you. That's exactly what the supposed light of truth said.
Pay attention. I'm sorry.
I'm thinking,
Oh, okay. I'll continue not to pay attention.
he exclaimed.
No, sorry.
No, you're good. Almost hurts. You did say you would stay here, so we might as well become truly acquaintances, wouldn't you agree? His hair began rising at its sides. No. I believe we are beyond acquaintances by now. He sat on the armrest. What was it that I asked for us to become? He pressed a finger on his lower lip. Ah, yes! His eyes widened. Friends! Truthless's breath hitched. He scoffed, smiling. Smiling? Everything was just as he had expected. That was the truth. What do you think? Are we friends, Truthless recluse? Truthless took a deep breath. He let the pause settle. Anything before muttering the one truth he knew wholly. Yes. Ah! Just as he had promised the Fount of Knowledge he would stay, he would ultimately continue being the hermit he was. The friend of the Fount that went beyond friendship, whatever lay ahead. Right path or wrong path, that was his truth. He exhaled again. Leaving uncertainty? What I need to stop with the theatrical voice. Oh, leaving uncertainty? What meaning was there to that now? Uh-huh! Shadowmilk blurted. Oh. Truthless's eyes closed, and so did the staff's. He felt a hand pressed against his shoulder. Shadowmilk continued laughing for quite some time. Too long, in fact. Truthless did nothing about it. Was this correct of him? He didn't think so. Truthless recluse! Shamuk said. He slid off the armrest, dropping into the space beside Truthless and pressing him deeper into the armchair's corner. Their sides met, torso against torso, crowded and warm. He looped an arm around Truthless's shoulder, pulled him closer, and kicked one leg up, hooking it over the armrest. Pure vanilla cookie, he hummed. Look at me for 1 second, will ya? Ah! Oh my goodness. Shamuk. Oh! Truthless did not react. His fingers tightened on Truthless's shoulder. Shadowmilk unhooked the arm. Was this really the Fount? Come on, 1 second! Truthless shifted his torso away from Shadowmilk. He returned his gaze to Shadowmilk. What else do you remember from your time? Whoa! This is Truthless Recluse speaking. Drop the voice. Thank you. What else do you remember from your time as the Fount of Knowledge? Shadowmilk let out a long, theatrical groan, throwing his head back against the armrest. That again? What a buzzkill you are, he waved a hand. Has anyone told you that? He plastered his hand all over his face. Tap, tap, tap. I already told you, I remember everything. The words came up muffled, his hand still pressed over his face. Then tell me one thing. Shadowmilk dragged his hand slowly down his face, fingers scraping over his dough, until his hand fell to his lap. He let out a breath. Fine. That wasn't it. It was just, I'm going crazy. There's only one fine in there, Rena. He floated up from the seat, rising until he hovered in front of Truthless. One knee lifted, foot dangling. He leaned forward, his hand rising until it hovered just before Truthless's lips. You want me to share one thing? Sure. He tilted his head, the hand lingering in place. I've shared many things throughout my life. He leaned closer. Not the hand, just his face. closing the distance until his breath brushed Truthus's cheek. One true. His eyes narrowed, a smirk curling his lips. He dropped his hand from the air and seizing Truthus's collar with the same hand, yanking him upward. More taps, more taps. I can't believe he fell for the same trick twice! Ah! Truthus tried to pull away, but the grip held fast. Shadowmilk threw his head back, laughing. Really? First a dream, and now this? He leaned in closer, teeth bared in a grin. I didn't even cue the jam yet! Man. The tug yanked Truthus out of the seat. He stumbled for balance, I was a little worried that Shadowmilk was just gonna be kissing him on the cheek or something like that. Man. The tug yanked Truthus out of the seat. He stumbled for balance, pressing his palms against Shadowmilk's fingers, trying to pry them loose. He gritted his teeth. Sorry to disappoint. I am not your fount. Thank goodness! I was pretty sure. It's not his fount. It's not the fount. It's not the fount. That is not the fount. But you can't be too sure of anything. No. Again? Shadowmilk wiped a fake tear with his free hand. Truthus's eyes wide and full, his head lifted, his eyes fixed on Shadowmilk's face. You are another illusion. Truthus's hand shot up, grabbing Shadowmilk's wrist. He squeezed hard. Another mask. Another trick. The grip on Truthus's collar loosened. Truthus yanked himself free, stumbling back, catching his balance. The staff lay on the floor. Where is he? Truthus demanded. The real one. Where is Shadowmilk? The figure in front of him, the not fount, the not Shadowmilk, opened its mouth. No sound came out. Truthus's fist trembled. All of this, the laughing, the grabbing, I remember everything. He stepped forward, and the figure stepped back. You're not him. You've never been him. You're just... He grabbed the figure's collar, reversed their position, slammed it against the armchair's back. Another liar, Truthus spat. Another face. How many times must I be fooled? He breathed. You've been stalling, keeping me here. Why? Truthus... The figure's grin twitched. He opened his mouth, closed it, his hand still raised from wiping the fake tear. Lowered slowly. You think? I think you're avoiding my question. Truthus stepped closer. His voice was low. You've been laughing, grabbing, pretending, but I know, but you haven't answered a single thing. The figure smile stayed on his face, but it no longer fit. Why? Truthless's eyes didn't waver. Why are you stalling? Silence. The figure's fingers curled against the armrest. Fount's in danger. The fount of knowledge is in danger, son. He was heading towards the library. Then he was there. Kept him from going to the library. Kept him from going to the library. Kept him from going to the library. Or it kept him from going to the library. Man. Silence. The figure's fingers curled against the armrest. His chest rose once, fast, then fell. Then he laughed, but it wasn't the same laugh. It was shorter, sharper, a deflection that couldn't quite hide. Oh, Truthus recluse, this is hilarious! He disappeared. Reappeared at Truthus's side. Closer now. Too close. Sorry, he clapped, but the clap was soft. Almost I'm sorry, I'm failing English. Almost perfunctory. You're right, I was stalling. He sat down. Your dear Fount is somewhere, dealing with his own issues. He's quite a lot of those. He tapped a finger on the armrest. As for Shadowmilk, a pause. That's for later. As of now, I'm afraid you have more pressing matters. Enough with the deflecting. Truthus pressed. Now, you can't rush things. The figure tilted his head, but his eyes had lost some of their gleam. So you see, there's a reason I was stalling you. Wouldn't you like to know? Fount! Truthus said nothing. The figure's smile tightened. While you and the Fount were busy dealing with this, a certain group of lovely cookies have come to visit the spire. It's not... Wait. Tap. They're looking for you? He said, well, looking for him, the Fount of Knowledge, but you're tangled up in that, aren't you? Wait. Truthus' jaw tightened. Who? Old friends. The figure's smile returned, thinner now, or soon to be old friends, depending on how this goes. They've been asking questions, plenty of those. It better... The beheading, the execution, beheading. No! Mind blowing! Mind being blown off! The entire head itself! No! Better not be that. Denial. Better not be that. I know you're planning something. I don't like it. Plenty of those. He tilted his head. The Fount is indisposed, so I've been keeping you here, out of the way, while they search the spire for answers neither of you are ready to give. You're stalling for them. For everyone, the figure said. For the Fount, for you, for the lovely little cookies who don't know what they're walking into. He sighed, dragging a hand through his hair. The Fount isn't himself right now. You've seen that. If they find him first, if they see them like this. He gestured his... It won't end well. Not Not that it will, and new. Truth's grip on his staff tightened. What do you mean by that? Truth's figure opened his mouth. Shouting echoed down from the corridor, distant but growing closer. Found him yet? Keep looking. He can't have vanished. You're liar, fraud, coward. No, it's it. No. Truth's head snapped toward the sound. The figure smile thinned. They're here, faster than I calculated. The voices swelled, overlapping, sharp with fury. My sister's dead because of him. He knew this would happen. He said the witches loved us, and we. Choked sound, sobbed, swallowed too quickly. Talk to her, he said. Just talk. And my brother, he heard something else. He always heard something else. He's a fraud. The great deceiver. Truth's chest tightened. He didn't need to hear the rest. The footsteps grew louder. Boots and sandals on stone. The scrape of makeshift weapons. Check every room, every corridor. He's here. That recluse, the one in dark robes. He's always with him. Oh! Truth's free hand curled into a fist. The figure tilted his head, listening. Grief does that, he murmured. Also self-perception. Hold on. Just wait. I'm sorry. This is already getting really long. Man, no. I didn't expect it to happen so soon. Oh man, oh no. Bad news!
Bad news bears?
Bad news!
Bad news bears.
It's bad
I
news.
know.
It's Rena. It's bad.
Well, guess what? You get to take a pause. Because we're going home.
Okay. Taking a pause.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Breathing. Going back in. Okay. Oh man. They're going to kill him, Truth said. Probably. The figure shrugged. If they find him first. Where is he? Somewhere. Truth stepped forward. Take me to him now. The figure raised a hand. Wait. The shouting was nearly on top of them. Shadows stretched along the far wall. 5, 6, 7 figures. Study! There's a light! Just a lantern. Keep moving. I heard someone this way. Spread out. He's here somewhere. A woman's voice. Raw. Fount of knowledge! Show yourself! You owe us! Ugh!
I forgot you were recording it. So I started reading out loud. I'm like, I was about to say, I'm not, listening all that well. Wait, nope, recording. Never mind. I'm very tired.
No, you're good. Fount of knowledge, show yourself. You owe us. Truthus turned to the figure, but he was already dissolving. What are you doing? What I was always going to do. The figure's smile was tired now. Leaving you to face them. Wait. Ah! The figure's eyes flicked past Truthus. The audience has arrived. He vanished. Truthus stood alone. The shadows grew larger. The voices grew louder. Then they rounded the corner. 6 cookies. 7. More. Their clothes were travel-worn. Their faces flushed with anger and exhaustion. One carried a rusted kitchen knife. Another had a rolling pin wrapped in cloth. A third, a young man with bandaged arm, clutched a broken broom handle like a spear. One carried an axe. All carried flame. They stopped when they saw him. The woman at the front, eyes red-rimmed, pointed a shaking finger. You're his. You were always with him. Truthus said nothing. Where is he? The man stepped forward, gripping a hammer. Where's the fount of knowledge? The group pressed closer. He's not here, Truthus said. Liar! The woman. You know where he is. You're protecting him. He's not here, Truthus repeated. The man with the hammer laughed, ugly. Then we'll find him. We'll search every room, every closet, what did you call them? Every dimension. He slapped the hammer against his palm. And when we find him, we'll show him what his truths are worth. I'm struggling, Rena.
I'm sorry.
A woman stepped closer. Her eyes were wet but hard. My brother killed someone because of him. Because of what the fount said. And then he couldn't live with it. She swallowed. So where is he? Where is your precious fount? Truthless held her gaze. His hand was steady on his staff. I don't know. It was not quite the lie. The woman's face contorted. You were protecting him. No, Truthless took a breath. I'm trying to protect you. Silenced the group, exchanged glances. From the man with the hammer laughed again. Protect us? From what? From him? Truthless didn't answer. Step aside, the woman said, or we'll go through you. Truthless' staff rose higher. His eyes didn't leave hers. The corridor was very cold. No one moved. Then the man with the hammer took a step forward. Step aside, he said again. Last warning. Truthless didn't move. His voice was low, measured. He was going to attempt something. We're grieving, I understand, but the Fount of Knowledge did not intend for anyone to die. His words were twisted, misunderstood. He suspected the Fount wasn't one to order death. Misunderstood? The Fount's laugh was brittle. I'm sorry, the woman's laugh was brittle. My sister is dead. Not misunderstood, dead. I know. I know.
Huh?
I know.
Like, I'm reading, I'm not paying attention to what you're saying.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry,
fine. I'm struggling, very much so.
Alan!
Truthless kept his
She's
voice
not
steady.
reading it to me. Yeah, but not to me. Oh my gosh. Sorry.
Okay. I know Truthless kept his voice steady, and hurting, the fount won't bring him back. It will only bring more pain, more death. It was pointless to seek revenge in such a way. I want him to carry my brother's name around his neck until the dough rots. Let him forget how to say anything else, someone hissed from the back. He deserves to see, another added, to know what his pretty words did. Truthless's grip on his staff tightened. You're not executioners. You're grieving cookies who've lost their way. Put down your weapons. Let me help you. The man with hammer sneered. Help us? You're one of them. You walk with him, eat with him. You probably believe his lies too. I don't believe everything he says, Truthless's jaw tightened, but I know that killing him won't heal your wounds. It will only make new ones. The woman stepped closer. Then tell us where he is. If you're so innocent, so reasonable, give him up. Truthless was silent for a long moment. I can't. Then you're no better than him. She raised her knife. You're in our way. The group surged forward. Truthless moved before the knife reached him. Half step back, a sharp pivot. The blade sliced the air where his chest had been. He didn't counterattack. He just wasn't there. Stop, he said. I don't want to fight you. The man with hammer swung. Truthless ducked, the hammer grazing the top of his hat. He spun away, putting the armchair between himself and the mob. The woman lunged again. Truthless twisted, caught her wrist, redirected the blade past his ribs, close enough to feel the cold kiss of the metal. He released her and stepped back. Please, he said, this won't solve anything. Broom handle jabbed at his side. Truthless sidestepped, felt the wood scrape his robes. Another swing, a rolling pin. He caught it on his staff, deflected, retreated further. The group spread out, trying to surround him. Sorry. Okay. A young man with a kitchen knife rushed him from the left. Truthless pivoted, caught the knife hand with his staff, twisted. The blade The blade clattered to the floor. The man stumbled, and Truthless could have struck him. He did not. He pushed him aside, gently, and kept moving. But the pause cost him. The hammerman had circled behind them. The hammer slammed into his staff. The impact jarred Truthless's arms, numbed his fingers. The staff spun from his grip, clattered against the far wall. Truthless reached for it, too late. Rope looped around his ankles! He fell, caught himself on one knee, but they were on him. Hands grabbed his wrists, his shoulders, his robes. He twisted, tried to rise, but the weight of them pressed him down. I don't know, oh my goodness. You're over there suffering with what you're reading. I'm over here suffering with I don't know.
Your phone picks up the I'm not gonna cry.
Probably does, to be honest.
There's a good mic in there, phone of yours.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You think? Hold him. The woman's knife was at his throat, cold and steady. Don't move, she said. Truthless went still. His staff lay out of reach. Soul gem against his chest pulsed weakly, useless. He watched his staff, watched the hammerman pick it up, turn it over in his hands, and toss it aside. Was he going to have to use that magic? Oh. Rope bit into his wrists, binding them behind his back. His hat was knocked off. Someone, he didn't see who, wrenched the soul jam from his chest. You don't have to do this, no one answered. Truthless knelt on cold stone. Wrists bound, staff gone, soul jam dangling from the hammerman's fingers. The woman's knife rested at his throat. A light pressure, not yet breaking dough. The others stood behind her, breathing hard, their makeshift weapons still raised. I don't know, he blinked. I don't know, Truthless had said again and again and again, but the words were no longer his. They came from somewhere else, from a throat that was his and not his.
Next edge. Sorry.
From a memory that had been locked away by shadow milk, by the spire, by his own desperate need to forget. The cold stone beneath his knees, he could feel it, the same cold, the same press of unforgiving rock. His hands were bound behind his back. Just like now, his staff was gone, his crown had been removed. The crowd surrounded him, their faces twisted with fear and rage. He had tried to reason with them, tried to explain that he had only wanted to protect them. They did not listen. He brought the darkness, he lied to us, he knew the witches had abandoned us. This is the Fount's memory. He had said nothing. Stones flew, one struck his shoulder, another grazed his temple, fire torches flickering at the edges of the crowd, casting long, hungry shadows, ones that would soon engulf his world. Throw him into the river, see if he will float. Oh.
Dead silence.
Yeah.
As both of us struggle.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Why do we do this to ourselves?
I just barely started this book. This is a new one.
Oh.
I'm still on chapter 1. It's rough on chapter 1.
The axe was heavy. The executioner's hands were steady. Why won't you listen to me? He had screamed it, or thought he had. His voice was gone, cracked from hours of pleading.
Yeah, what's happening? How's Auburn?
Heh. What was the point of everything I've sacrificed? The axe rose. Witches, where are you? Truthless's eyes snapped open. The corridor swam back into focus. The woman's knife, the hammer, the man's sneer, the cold stone, but the memory clung to him like frost. He spoke, his voice still not his own. You'll kill me, he said, and it won't change anything. You'll go home and the grief will still be there. The hunger, the fear, the questions you can't answer. You'll find someone else to blame. You always do. The woman's knife wavered. What? What? I didn't order you to kill, nor did I twist your husband's ears. I merely wanted to give advice to all of you. Stop this at once. You're looking for a monster because it's easier to be looking at yourselves. Shut up, the man with the hammer growled. You don't know anything. Listen to me, he yelled. What am I saying? I have only done my job. The mob shifted, uneasy. The woman's knife had dropped an inch. He's trying to confuse us, someone whispered. Witches, he heard himself say. He's trying to save his own dough. No, Truthless shook his head slowly, the blade grazing his dough. Trying to save yours. Truthless opened his eyes. Tears, or something like them, streaked his face. The man with the hammer stepped forward. Enough of this. He's stalling. The fount of knowledge is still out there. He raised the hammer. Truthless didn't flinch. He was tired. So tired. The rage was still there, but was buried under layers of exhaustion, of grief, of a despair so old it had become part of his dough. What have I been doing all this time?
I'm
suffering!
I'm sorry.
It's worth it, though. It's worth it.
At least it's worth it. Mama's showing me.
What had he been doing all this time? What had he been doing all this time? Giving himself up for them?
I think
He could break free. He knew he could. He could lash out, hurt them, run, but he didn't want to. His mission wasn't this. He was not supposed to hurt. But where were the witches? Can you hear your suffering over there?
So she shot him in the eye, and then he, as revenge, of course, makes sense. They're on opposite sides of the war right now. Stabbed her in the shoulder, which is fair. And so now they're like, and now we both can't fight. How about we talk?
Well,
It works, I guess.
I guess so. He really was lonely, wasn't he? All of this struggle, everything, it had been for nothing. How pathetic. Utterly pathetic. Oh, goodness. Oh!
Never mind, he's not the ML. I thought he was. He's not the ML.
Oh! Man, hesitate. I think Truthless is going insane a little bit. Just a little bit. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, the man hesitated. The man hesitated. The woman stared. The hammer rose. Boom. The wall behind the mob exploded inward. Reality. Someone's a little mad, I think.
Oh, because they hate you. Okay, that's why.
Someone's a little mad. Oh, they came in. My phone! Stop charging!
Yeah, I could hear it when it stopped.
Oh, okay, wait. The wall behind the mob exploded inward, reality tearing. A massive claw mark ripped through the fabric of the corridor, jagged and glowing with blue-black light. The other realm bled through the wound. Stars, eyes, the vast darkness of the Fount's domain. The mob screamed, scattered. The woman fell backward, dropping her knife. The hammerman stumbled, the soul jam flying from his grasp. Through the tear stepped the Fount of knowledge! Or what was left of him?
I'm just gonna be over here. Goodbye.
Oh no, you're good. Okay. Fount. They almost killed Truthless.
They killed the tyrant. We're like, hallelujah,
Yay.
finally in mine, and it's crying in yours, and I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's not fine.
We're finally cheering in mine, and we're crying in yours.
Ah! His robes are torn, his crown askew. His hair was a wild storm of blue and white. His staff was cracked, truly cracked, no illusion to hide it, and his eyes were the color of a bruised sky. He looked like he had clawed his way through a mountain of his own failures. Truthless recluse? His voice was raw, hoarse, barely recognizable. Truthless's heart lurched. Fount. Ah! But the hammer man had recovered. He saw the Fount, the target of all the rage, and he swung at the Fount. The hammer arched through the air, end over, and a clumsy throw, driven by desperation fury. It missed the Fount by a wide margin. But the man with the axe, the one who had been silent, standing at the back, was already moving. A real axe, blade gleaming, edge sharp. For my sister, the man whispered. The axe swung. He did not want to crumble. The blade connected. Ah! Truthless's head left his shoulders!
Stabbed it in the eyes, and then proceeded to slice its heart out of its body and crush it between its hands.
What are you reading?
I don't know, honestly! At this point, I'm reading both of the books at the same time, so they're slowly becoming one story in my head, and it's exciting! They're talking about a dragon, by the way. In mine, at least.
What? Truthless's head left his shoulders. It rolled across the cold stone, past the woman's scattered knife, past the hammerman's boot, past the terror reality where the other realm watched with its 1,000 unblinking eyes. It came to rest at the Fount's feet.
A crown made of dragon
Fount
leather.
stared at.
The dragon's heart was used to adorn her crown, and she became the land's first empress.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything you said. The chapter ended right there. Truthless's head rolled to the Fount's feet.
Oh, yeah!
And it just ends right there.
I'm gonna read you my line of the start of
Wait,
I'll let you
Wait.
process and then
give me a moment.
we'll do.
What do you mean the next chapter is gonna be the one dedicated to Cole Dow? What do you mean it's gonna be that one? What do you mean?
Can I read my thing now? Okay.
Wait, I gotta leave a comment.
Your comments take forever. I'll go back to it later.
No, I just what? What do you mean it ends there?
She was my sister who killed her.
Sorry, I'm silent as I'm typing out this.
No,
I
you're
am.
fine, you're fine.
I'm like baffled. Oh my word. Oh! Do you mean it ends there? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay.